So this is going to be the third part of Raravenu Gopabala. If you have any request like to play a particular kriti or a particular geetam or swarajadi, you can let me know in the chat. I've been getting requests to do geetam, so I'll be trying to do one or two or maybe three beginner level geetams like Varavina, Sri Gananada kind of things. That will be the next few videos. So stay tuned if you want to know the tutorial of it, and please consider subscribing to the channel. Leave comment if you have any suggestions or requests. Yeah, going on to the video. Thank you. Starts off with pa a a, 4 pas. You can play pa, ma, ga, ri, ga, ma, ga with this finger. Otherwise, you can do pointing finger also for ma, ga. Pa, ga, 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 ma, ga, ri, ga, da, ga, ga, ga. Da has to be played here. You can play here also. But it sounds nicer on the single string. Again, pa ga ga ga, ma ga ri ga, pa ga ga, pa ga pa ga, pa ga ga ga. So there are 6 pa a, then 4 pas. Again, I'll play once again. Then immediately you have to go to the higher ga. So what you have to do is you can either play, you can keep your hand here, finger here directly, or if you want to play gamakam, then you will have to come from the bottom. Ga 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 ga, ri sa ni dha, ri sa ni dha. It is ga 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 ga, ri sa ni dha, ri sa ni dha, sa ga ga ga, ri sa ni dha, sa ga ga ga. Make sure, again I've told in the previous video, make sure that you play all the gaps correct, all the chords, all the extra swarams should be in talam. Okay, I'll play from beginning once again. If you're having trouble playing the higher notes, what I suggest is to practice the Tarasthai lesson. So Rigama Padani sa sa, Dani Sari Gama Pama, Gari Sani Da Pa Ma Pa, Dani Sari Gama Gari Sari Sani Da Pa Ma Pa. There is a lesson like that which is called Tarasthai Varisai. Practice that at the slowest speed possible so that you will be having clarity on where the positions of each note is. So since this is Bilahari, journey of Shankarabharanam, the ga is the same as that of Mayamalagola, ga 3. So you can practice that lesson and make sure that you are playing the right positions, okay? So this is ga, ri, sa, ri, again, ga, ri, sa, ri, there are 4 re's and then ri, sa, ni, da, ga, ga. The pattern goes like the same. Ri, sa, ni, da, sa, ga, ga, ri, sa, ri, sa, ni, da, ga. Again, then it goes back to da, pa, ma, ga, a. So if you take the pattern, it repeats the same for almost 3 to 4 lines. And when you are playing the higher notes, like I suggest you practice vibrato. Vibrato is nothing but you play, like you stay on one note and then you roll your finger. There are 2 ways to do vibrato. Some people do it forward and backward like this. They keep their finger on one note and then they flatten the finger and then they push it back like this or like this. So I've learned it the rolling way. I actually usually roll my finger to make it sound like vibrato. So you have to practice vibrato because vibrato is an essential part of violin. When you are sustaining a note, you have to apply vibrato, otherwise it will sound very bland. I'm going back to Gari Sariri. I'm going to play it again. Da pa ma ga 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 ga. Then sa ri ga dha pa. If you can play on one string, you sustain on ga and then you go to dha and then come back to pa. You actually land a longer time on ga and then immediately go to dha and come back. For that you need to practice with single finger. You have to practice the dha position in pa. Okay, so you have to practice the higher dha position with this finger ga pa. If you practice mohanam enough times, then it will become easy. Otherwise you can practice some ragas like mohanam, any ragam that has the dha 2 position coming in that ragam, you can practice that. Like let's say for example Kharara Priya, if you practice in single string, that will become easy for you, but you have to do it quite a number of times to get it fluent. Okay, sa ri ga dha pa, ri sa ri ga sa. Sa ri ga dha pa, pa is also 4, ri sa ri ga sa, sa is also 4, sa a. So what happens is, as I mentioned in my previous video, you are actually sustaining on sa. You play one bow ga, sa ga, and then come back to the sa ga ri, then that sounds like ga ri. You can do sani like this, but recommended is to do the gamagam on this finger. Again here the secret, don't tell anybody, that you play the ri, not the ga. Ga ri sa ni da pa ma ga ri sa ri ga. Instead of that ga, you play sa ri ri. So you play ri and then go to ga, sa ri ga, and then coming back to sa is difficult. So what you do is, sa ri ga, if you play like this, and then if you're taking this finger up to ma and gliding down, becomes difficult when you are playing faster. So what you do is just be on ri and then immediately go back to ma and come back to sa. That becomes sa ri ga Raravenu. I'll show you once again. So what I suggest is that you play everything slower. Slow down, play gamagam slower, don't rush. Rushing won't do the trick. Okay, so you can play faster once you are playing properly in slower speeds. Once your slower speed is fixed and you play gamakas in talam, then gradually improve your speed so that the gamakams being applied will be in talam. And also you have to have clarity on every gamakam or every note that is being played. You cannot simply glide to one note to the other and don't make it fade. So it has to have clarity. Raravenu Gopabala Rajita Sadguna Jayashila. Just how the Sahityam is spoken. when you're playing the gammakas, even though these are oscillated notes from one note to the other, it's gliding from one note to the other, it has to be heard as sahityam. Since we are playing instrument, there are some lineages when you are playing an instrument, but you have to be cautious on and pay respect to what the sahityam is. Understand the sahityam, and then if you play, it makes it, the dimension changes a lot. If you don't understand the sahityam and if you play only the swaram, understanding, or the involvement in understanding the sahityam, the involvement while you are playing, understanding the sahityam, is night and day. If you just play the swaram, it won't do. You have to understand, embrace, and then apply the knowledge, like the meaning, the literal meaning of the sahityam to the swaram. Then the color of it changes. You will understand this, what I am saying, maybe after a few years if you are a beginner. But try to understand, memorize the sahityam and play the sahityam, not just the swaras. Okay, I'm teaching the swaras, I'm telling you what the swaras are, but you also have to put effort to get the sahityam in your head, or listen to it 100 times. Then it will automatically feed into your system. You keep listening to any kriti or any geetam, or let it be swarajati. The more you listen to it, it automatically goes into your head, and then it'll, when you are playing it, you will be able to recall. That's how you have to do it. Learning by heart also won't do. Sometimes it's like writing an exam, memorizing it, and one word if it is missed, and then you are gonna miss the entire thing. So it's not about memorizing it, but also understanding by listening and taking it to your head. Okay, so if you have any questions, or if you have any suggestions, or if you have any requests, anything, please put it in the comment, and I'll try. If I know, I'll try to address it. That's all. See you in the next video.